I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Broncos Stadium at Mile High. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Chicago Bears. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Down. 90. Wolf. Go. Kill. Hey, seam 6.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Philip Lindsay. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back on that counter play?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well. But they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run.
Mike, 55.
From midfield, here's Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Lock again here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Philip Lindsay, the intended target. 3rd down here.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And some room to work. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To the right side, complete to Miller. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Check, 47. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Oh, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 23-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gator.
Watch the flag, watch the flag, watch the flag. Watch the flag, motion, block.
SOS. Look. Squeeze. SOS. Hey.
Play.
Hit it.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Eddie Goldman gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
Now 3rd down.
Ready, break.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Protein spill. Out. Look at me. Door.
Watch twist.
Get it.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. He's going to rifle one deep. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Now Trubisky lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
What part do they went empty set there? No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath, first do no harm. And right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd and 2, Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Trubisky will throw. Being chased out left. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back in New York, back in MetLife Stadium. Browns and Jets, 8:15 Eastern on Monday night. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now it's Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
That's it, baby. We go first and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lock.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun on 3rd down, Lock. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Here's Trubisky to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Adam Gotsis just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. Open man is Trey Burton. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 11, and it's 3rd down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Now it's Trubisky. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cohen. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. Over the middle, that's caught by Miller. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He's got his tight end, Burton. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Trubisky now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. Incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Trubisky to throw again. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Trubisky. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson. As the first half is winding down. And the Bears have taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10.
You better bring. I'm letting you know, right? Go.
Clock now on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check. 50.
Block again here on 2nd and 10. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Eddie Jackson picks it. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 27. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Play action. Now Trubisky. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Extra point safely through, and the lead is now 17-3. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready. 70, Indy.
Drop in.
Rock it. Go.
Block trying again after the pick six. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 30, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant with his first career NFL touchdown, and the Broncos draw a bit closer. Extra point from McManus is good, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. And it's 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
And the blitz does come. And Robinson with a big catch. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Trubisky now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for, they tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Trubisky trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Will Parks, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On 1st down, it's Lindsey. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, here's Locke. And now here's another interception. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
The wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Both sides. 180. I'm on. Check 31. Check 31.
On 2nd down now, it's Montgomery. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, Trubisky. The catch made by Miller. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears will extend their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Down. 8, read. General West. 5.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On second down, it's Lindsay, and he'll be brought down right around the 37.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Running right, this is Freeman. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 30 base. Big grip.
Lock now on first down. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and have the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run.
And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Drew Lock, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. He doesn't need a lot of space for an electric run. He showed that there. Heck, they told us this week they were hoping he would break a big one. He just did.
And what did his offensive, remember we talked with the offensive line? And one of the guys, one of the stalwarts said, I don't even have to make a great block for him. If I just breathe bad breath on the guy in front of me, often that opens up enough space for him to go.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check. Run, go.
They go play action with Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
They should have known, baby. Shut up! 180! Alert, alert! Alert, alert! 34's a Mike! 34's a Mike! He's coming! Hey, orbit!
On first down, Trubisky. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Let's do this!
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Trubisky will throw. Flushed out right. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Sua Cravens with a pick. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
At their 49-yard line.
A big spot now for the rookie Locke. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
Ready? 55! Bend it! Bend it! Mike 55! Mike 55! Hey, eat! Get it!
Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Denver has a 1st down on the 15-yard play.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
This quarterback now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 2nd and 15 now. Locke, screen pass to Lindsey. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. McManus now for the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. The first down screen pass, good for 5. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Lock in, lock in. 35 is the mic. I hope you brought your lips because I'm about to take you to school. Hey, wahoo! Hey.
Now Trubisky to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A huge play there for Chicago. 63 yards. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Now it's Trubisky. And it's caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Trey Burton, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears have broken the tie. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Ready. 58 is Mike. Hey, Echo. At 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike. We ain't giving up nothing today. Go. Ready.
Now Locke. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Hey, lock it. Hey, stand up. Tighten up.
Locke to throw. Steps away to his left. It's a gain of 9 yards. And they're going to face a 3rd down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They'll go for it. It's Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton with time running out. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. A very important extra point there, up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's Trubisky. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Throwing now is Trubisky. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, let's get second.
First throw in overtime now for Trubisky. Caught by Montgomery. It's a 4-yard pickup, and all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
18. Hey, Haywood.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Miller. That throw good for 4. It's second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now it's Trubisky. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7.
Move. Hey, we got 4 down.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Oh, so close but incomplete. Could have been a big turnover in overtime if he'd held on. Instead, though, it's 4th down. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they have regained the lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
Come on, set, 8, read. You.
First throw of overtime for Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Set, ready? 10-2, sir. Hey, eat. Hey, tight. Check. Lock. Hard.
Locke will try again on 2nd down. Pass incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively.
You got to remember, because now that we're in overtime, mistakes get magnified. So you got to walk that line between being aggressive and being careful, because that was a dangerous throw right there. You obviously could not have an interception in this spot.
And nearly was an interception. He's lucky to get that one back. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Throw left side complete. That's Lindsay. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down. I know there may be temptation to go for it here in overtime, but you have to punt the football.
I like how emphatic you are about it, because I know the tendency is, as a player, let's go get this thing. You're actually telling your coach, come on, coach, we can get it. We have that play call. And the head coach has to remember, that play call likely isn't there. Punt the ball away. Punt it away. Be smart.
Trust your defense.
Trust them.
Ready, go. 5.
Locke to throw for it on 4th. He's got his tight end Fant, and he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. That, the definition of a do-or-die play, but they keep this overtime session going with a first down.
Go! 60 Pittsburgh.
On first down, it's Lindsay. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
Now left side on the swing pass. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And now with 6 seconds left in overtime, they're going to take a timeout. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And now with 6 seconds left in overtime, they're going to take a timeout. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This a long one to try and keep us going in overtime. And this one's not going to get there. It's short, no good, and as a result, we will not continue in overtime. This game is suddenly over. This was an excellent affair to witness, Charles, but there's always that part of you in the pit of the stomach when some guy has to be sort of the scapegoat, as they were here on the missed field goal. You just hate that, don't you?
A little bit of empathy there, right? That means that we still kind of have that. I know that the team that won, they don't have a lot of it. They were hoping he would miss it, of course, and he did. But yeah, I'm with you. You're watching him, and his shoulders just slumped, and feels like he let his whole team down, especially those guys who had to battle throughout the game.
Yeah, all the way into overtime, but the missed field goal seals their fate. So for the Bears, it was a great all-around performance as they